Welcome everyone, this is Naila here from Simplified Food Science. So yes, food science is very simple. I'm explaining to you. So कल हम लोगों ने बात किया था on the second chapter of cereal and cereal products. उसका एक section के बारे में बात किया था जहाँ पे we understood the composition of a wheat kernel. Okay, and उसके बाद में the second part is the composition and nutritive value of a wheat germ. ओके सो जैसे मैंने आपको पहले भी कहा था द फर्स्ट थिंग व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज सिट विथ श्री लक्ष्मी. ओके सो श्री लक्ष्मी का 7th एडिशन है मेरे पास. फूड साइंस एंड फूड साइंस का 7th एडिशन है. सो मेक श्योर दैट यू आर सिटिंग विथ दैट टेक्स्ट बुक. ओके एंड आई एम ऑन द 29th पेज and we would be starting from there. So if you have any doubts, queries, do let me know in the comment section, and also don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, going forward. So, as a part of the composition, the nutritive value of different cereals are given in a table, so which you can refer, but we would be starting with the basic one. So what energy, carbohydrates and fat. Okay, so energy, cereals are the main source of energy, contributing 70 to 80% of the requirement. So when I say requirement, it means the recommended dietary allowance requirement. ओके सो सिंस सीरियल्स जैसा हम लोग ने फर्स्ट सेक्शन में पढ़ा था कि सीरियल्स आर वन ऑफ द स्टेपल फूड ऑफ मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन. We are counting like that. So it contributes to 70 to 80% of the energy requirement to the people who have it as a staple form of food. Okay, and 100 grams of cereal gives you 340 kilocalories. So that's like a very good amount of energy. Secondly, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, approximately 80% of the dry matter of cereals is carbohydrates. So I have used a little abbreviations here. Okay, so this is approximately 80% of cereal is carbohydrate. Okay, so उसका मतलब ये होता है कि cereals has a lot more quantity of carbohydrates. It has both crude fiber and soluble carbohydrates. ओके सो क्रूड फाइबर का मतलब ये होता है कि इट हैज़ अ लॉट ऑफ बल्क. ओके एंड सल्यूबल फाइबर, सल्यूबल carbohydrates is also a type of fiber which has cellulose, hemicellulose and pentasonans, which we would be going ahead with. Okay, cereals also have small quantities of dextrin and sugar, that is glucose, sucrose and maltose. Okay, so जब आप ये आंसर स्ट्रक्चर कर रहे हो, make sure that you're mentioning that it has 80% of carbohydrates and it has both crude fiber and soluble carbohydrates and some quantities of dextrin and sugar, and make sure that you're mentioning in sugar glucose, sucrose and maltose is present. Okay, cereals and wheat, whole wheat, ragi, bajra all have high fiber. So you must have heard that if you want to go ahead and increase your fiber in your diet, you need to have good amount of cereals, whole wheat, ragi, bajra, because it has good amount of soluble carbohydrates. Okay, the next point is fat. Okay, so in the textbook the next point is protein, but I'm going ahead with fat because protein needs a good amount of space, and I've given a separate tile for it. Okay, so fats are present to an extent of 1 to 2% in wheat and 1 to 2% in wheat and rice. Okay, but around 3% in maize. Okay, so generally on an average cereal में 1 to 2% आपको fat मिलेगा. Okay, and जो type of fat which is available in cereals are triglycerides of palmitic, alleolic and linoleic acid. Okay, cereals with pulses contribute 50% of total adults day requirement. Okay, so that means fat in cereals contribute somewhere around 50% of a daily requirement as per the recommended dietary allowance. Okay, so I hope that this part is all clear, the energy, carbohydrate and fat, and we are now going ahead forward with protein. Okay, so protein over here, the protein content in different cereals varies. Okay, so I have not mentioned that point, but you need to understand कि of course rice में protein amount different रहेगा, maize में different रहेगा, and etc. Okay, rice contains lesser amount of protein in comparison to other cereals, and also protein content of different varieties of the same cereals also vary. Okay, so going ahead with the slide, protein is found in tissues of the cereal grains. If you remember the first part of my structure, उसमें मैंने जो wheat बताया था आपको, okay, वो wheat के structure में the white matter, okay, if you remember, that was the endosperm, which was carrying starch, yes, correct, and protein. Okay, so that's how it's found usually in the tissues of cellular grains. Higher concentrations in embryo, scutellum, and aileron layer. You must have remembered these words from those structure. Okay, the type of protein present are albumin, globulins, proamines, and glutens. Okay, so ये proamines and glutens आपको याद आप remember these two words because going forward you need to understand it much better. Okay, so gluten has a unique elasticity which helps making breads and rotis. So I'm sure in your practical part your ma'am will ask you to remove gluten from the atta prepared. Okay, this is that gluten what we are talking about. So gluten is nothing but a gum-like thing, a gum-like consistency which helps, which acts as a binding agent rather. Okay, and you must have heard about any person going gluten-free. It's not, that means that a person would be having food lesser, which would be having lesser or no gluten. So basically, wheat nahi lenge wo. Okay. So cereal contains 6 to 12% of protein, that is less of lysine. And when this is very important, when cereals with higher methionine are mixed with pulses, that is high in lysine, it helps to better the protein value in the meal. So as we all going forward, you will understand that balancing a meal is very important. But if you have all these basics, really well embedded in your mind, you'll understand that cereals के साथ pulses क्यों add करना है, because it has higher methionine, okay, and higher lysine. So ये दोनों का combination is much better to increase the protein value of your meal. Okay. So there is a whole paragraph to understand this, but then I have given you the essential pointers and you can understand things much better. So just go through it again, okay? And I'll just give you a minute for it, and it's very easy and it's much more practical if you think and understand it while reading it. Okay, so now that the revision is done, we would be going ahead with this third slide. Okay, that is minerals, vitamins, and enzymes. So every cereal has some amount of minerals, vitamins, and enzymes. So we would be as we are discussing on the wheat only. So this is about wheat. Okay, about 95% of minerals are the phosphates and sulfates of potassium, magnesium, and calcium. Okay, so these are the micronutrients. Minerals, these minerals are called the micronutrients. So अगर आपको phosphate, sulfates and potassium, magnesium, calcium slightly increase करना है किसी की भी diet में, so you can incorporate wheat in their diet properly. Okay. Also, a considerable part of phosphorus in cereals are present in the form of phytin. Okay, phosphorus and calcium are also present in phytin, are not available for absorption. Okay. After this, the phytates present in cereal increase the absorption of iron. So you need to understand this कि बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि आपके body में the necessary enzymes are not present or the necessary minerals are not present, because of which a certain particular body function doesn't happen properly. So over here we understood that in order for iron to get absorbed in your body, your phytates is very important. Also, unrefined cereals contains more amount of phytates. So generally, refined and unrefined, it's always better to go ahead with unrefined. Okay, and germination of grains phytate contains reduces due to enzymatic breakdown. So make sure that you have unprocessed wheat to incorporate good amount of minerals. Second, vitamins. Vitamins are very good source of B complex vitamins. This is on page number 31. Okay, so the whole grain cereals are an important source of B vitamins in our diet. Since most of these vitamins are in the outer bran, refining or polishing reduces the vitamin B. So ये बहुत important part है that if you want to increase vitamin B, make sure that you're having the husk also. Okay, parboiled layer in parboiling is also one of the things which I'll be explaining you further. Okay, so hence milled polished parboiled rice contains more amount of B vitamins, so it's always healthy to have parboiled or unrefined or unpolished grains and cereals. Enzymes. Certain grains contains many enzymes, okay, as mentioned in it, and after germination the alpha amylase activity increases. So make sure that you're having good amount of unprocessed or less polished food, so that these vitamins and minerals stay intact. So it's very very important that these vitamins are intact in your food, so that it goes into your system as well. So as we understand that a wheat or cereal rather has more amount of minerals. Okay, it helps in iron absorption, good in B complex vitamin, and it's very important to have the outer layer of it. Also very rich source of vitamin E. Generally we think that vitamin E आपको सिर्फ almond से मिलेगा, but then as you can see, cereals also provide a good amount of vitamin E. And enzyme. So these enzymes help an activity in your body, so make sure that you have unpolished food. Okay, that's all for today. Okay, and I'm sure that the second episode has also made you understood the chapter. Going forward, tomorrow I'll be explaining you about milling procedure of wheat. It's a little tedious, but then I have made a proper diagrammatic representation, so I think it would be very easy for you. So I am thankful that you have gone through this slide, and if you have any doubts, do message me, and also do like, subscribe and share. Thank you.